What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Lumsden Motorsports Garage. I'm Wade Lumsden. We got some work to do on the modified so we can go racing tomorrow. It's 2 days this weekend, so yeah, let's get to work. Alright, so getting ready to race tomorrow. Parts came in, also went to the hardware store and got some other parts. One of the things I got to do is change out my my chain. Now, a chain like this, and it's all, this is what came with the kit. It's got heat shrink around it. This chain was just a little too short, didn't give me the adjustability that I wanted. But I went to Home Depot and I got some more chain here. It's a little bit longer. The only issue with this chain versus this chain is this chain has a higher working load on it. I think it's got like a 650 pound working load or something on it. The only chain I could find at Home Depot that was gonna fit bolt size and all that happy stuff was this, and it only has a 450 working pound load. So normally I would heat shrink this up. I do probably 2-3 links and then skip a link, 2-3 links, skip a link, so on and so forth. But I think this time around all I'm going to do is get it up on there and test it out. I'm hoping it's gonna work, but we'll see if the links start to stretch or if where the links come together right there, if they start coming apart or anything like that. So I'm gonna try giving it a run this weekend before I go through the process of you know, heat shrinking it. So I'm gonna get my chain on here real fast. It's still leaving myself at probably 1.5 inches of drop, so there on the left front, that's usually where I start. But now at least I'll have the ability to drop it farther if I need to and suck it up. So yeah, let me get this thing on here. All right, so got some new parts in. Open the box here. What we got. Okay. So first thing we got here is a new switch tube. Replaced the one spare that I had. I only had one spare and I just used it. So replace the spare. Brake line. Place my pinched one down here. And then I got 2 dust cap covers because for some weird reason I couldn't keep one on here, so I bought 2 different ones. I'm going to see which one fits best, and looks like it's actually going to stay on. I messed up. Let me show you how I messed up. I bought this. I bought too short of a brake line, the Kevlar covered 90-degree brake line. I bought a 12-incher. I needed more than that. Now my issue is, so much fun. That's 12 inches. I do have another one that's gonna work for this weekend until I get the right size one. Really, I should have pulled this brake line off and measured it and had it, you know, ready to go, and 100% ordered what I needed, but that's not the case. Dang it. And of course I bought 2 of them. I was like, oh yeah, and I better make sure that I have a spare. So I bought 2 of the frickin' wrong ones. So go figure. I have a 19-inch one, which is too long. too long is better than not long enough, so I'm going to use my 19-incher, and I guess I just got to figure out how to keep it from getting pinched off and stuff, so I'll order the right part for the next time, I guess. That's what happens when you get in a hurry and just take guesses. I should have just taken it off and figured it out. What we got to do now is change out the transmission fluid. I know it was open at the racetrack. I have no idea how much fluid is actually in there, partially because I run this little deal in my filler. Makes it very convenient when you're trying to fill it, but when you're trying to check it, not so much. You can overfill your transmission, but if you're a guy that changes the fluid every 2-3 races like you should, then it's all right, because you're just draining everything and putting the quart in, right? So I got this idea from somebody else. I've been using it because it just makes it so much nicer to again fill your transmission fluid. So that's next on the list. Do you ever, like, you know, go buy something because you can't find something, and then right after you buy it, you find it? It's exactly what happened with my replacement bolt and the nut. Like, I had to go search for bolts to replace. It's a 7/16 fine thread cap screw, and I had to search to go get this. And then I come home, and when I was looking for that brake line that I messed up on earlier, guess what I found? Like 4 of those. Story of my life. Anyways, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my lower shock mount put back on. I don't know if you remember from the other video, but we had this crazy metric bolt that we were able to find in the pits from when it broke. We had it put together, so we're going to put this back together with the stuff that it actually needs. All right, so we talked about my brake adjuster in the cab here, cockpit, I guess, being a problem. So I went and got some springs. I'm gonna see if I can rig something up to keep that up out of my legs. So all right, sitting in the car here, and I made a little Duma Dad out of some plumber's tape and a spring. I'm going to take it and I'm going to try to mount it up on this wall and attach it to that. Hopefully that'll work. This is not going to be permanent the way it's at that I have it. This is just to test it and see if this idea and premise is going to even work. So fingers crossed. Well, it's not the most amazing or sophisticated thing, but I guess something like this works. All I did was the plumber's tape again. This is not the final draft, but I just want to see if it's going to work. I'll try it out this weekend like this, but you know, yeah, snacks it right in there, and keeps it pulled over to the side for my knee to be completely clear. Whether it's up here or down here, it might not translate perfect into perfect rounds, but you know, it might be up here, it might be down there, but this will totally work. I think you can get the job done. I think in the final iteration I definitely want some stronger mounting, and I think I want a slightly shorter spring that's a little softer, if I can find one. So but I think that'll work for now. It'll definitely keep it out of my leg, so we'll give it a shot this weekend and see what happens. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment below, questions, comments, concerns, anything like that. I know I still have a handful more things that I need to get done to the car, but I think that's going to be a tomorrow deal, like tires and stuff like that. Some of that stuff I can do at the racetrack, but
yeah, that's going to be it for this video. We're going to make it to the races. Double header this weekend. So Rattlesnake Raceway. We'll catch you next time.